Welcome in, everyone. We are once again playing Strange Horticulture by Bad Viking and Iceberg Interactive. We started playing this a while ago, so this is technically part two. So let's get into it, shall we? We are on Wednesday, day 6, in-game. It is raining, and we also have some spooky season fun things going on. So let us figure out what we need to do. We've got our drawer, we've got our cat, we've got some various things to look into. And first things first, the old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current floating gently southward to the fork. So this is definitely a map reference card that we get at the beginning of the day. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Here is the device, but it is empty, so we will have to fill it up somehow. We also have a plant here that, well, it actually conforms to some of the symbolage on the desk. We don't have enough symbols to know what the order of this is, so we'll just leave that in here. We, of course, have our book of plants, many of which we have properly tagged. So our system was that anything with this blue-purple tag is one that we know of. The yellow tag is one that we think we know of, and anything without a tag, we don't know. So which includes some of these. I think the pumpkins are just decoration. I'm going to move them over here. So let us get back into this, guys, while I stream. Alright, so let's check out the map. Old man Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. Well, this is the old man. This is the Coniston water, which is a lake. Here we go. With blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current floating gently southwards to the fork. So, if the old man looks at this lake with blind eyes and his mind wanders southward to the fork, I'm assuming that's this square. I'm so good at this game. And put our map away. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Fantastic. Let us collect our new plants. We got new plants. So these are our new plants that look very similar. We can check them out for closer inspection to see what's going on with them. We can water our plants if we want to go on more adventures. Let us refresh our memory on the plants that we don't have a check mark next to, so that maybe we can figure out a few new plants before we get into the rest of the story. Because at day 6, we have a lot of story going on. We have our cat here, and we know about some people. So let's refresh ourselves, okay? The story so far is that we've met, out of all of the people we could meet, these few. We know Faye Swift. She is the psychic. She has been having vivid dreams, and we have been helping her along the way. So we chose to allow her dreams to be calmed and to be no longer tormented by the visions of the woman in the Jade Mask, of whom we have met. This is the woman in the Jade Mask. We do not know her name. but she has been connected to a beast that is currently killing people, we think. Terrible things. We gave her some hop heart a while back. We do know that Bethany Coleman is a sister of the Sisterhood. She's a member of the Sisterhood of Arduana, and they had a murder recently. The head sister, the head of the Sisterhood, has been murdered by something, be it a beast or a person, is not entirely clear yet. But this man, Reuben Ward, is the investigator on the case. He has come to us looking for plants that will help him get in touch with the Sisterhood, though they have refused to deal with him. And he has also been on another murder case elsewhere that may or may not be related. He is not having a good time of it, and his stomach has been acting up on him because the murders have been fairly grisly. This is Verona Green. She's an occult scholar, and so she comes in every once in a while for various things. Last time she came in, she wanted some witch fig to help the investigator work on the signs of ritual sacrifice that he had in his last grisly murder scene. This is our friend Simone Green, who may in fact be related to Verona Green, but it's not entirely clear. She's a librarian from a town nearby, and she helps us find information on plants and also helps us find plants. But she has a library. We go to her to do our research. Last but not least, we deal with Isidore Burbridge, who lives in our area. He's a rich man, and he's kind of a pain to deal with. We did give him Bishop's parasol for a work-related matter very recently, but he is the local barrister, so we do not necessarily want to be on his bad side, because he can get us kicked out of town or jailed. So those are who we know. There's still 3 people we have not met yet. The story so far has been very interesting. Between days, we learn of the girl who had part of her inheritance acquired a book that could summon a creature and to some degree control it. I am pretty certain, A, because I've played the game before, but B, because the clues are pointing that the girl in the jade mask is the girl who summoned the creature. And unfortunately, things are getting a little bit out of control. So, through our work as a horticulturist, with our little greenhouse, we are ensuring that people get help. So let's see if we can pin down some plants, shall we? Arguia, when burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. It is a light blue flower with rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool characterized for this plant. We think it's this one. And we don't really have any new plants that look anything like this, so we're pretty sure it's this one. Bishop's parasol we know, these we know, this we know. So we don't have copper Caledonian tagged necessarily, but we think it's this one. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not a part of the plant. But it does have the same cap shape as this one, so we're pretty sure with the red splotches that this might be what it is. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain for several days after. The plant that only grows in the south in warmer climates, where they call it loath, after a long dead king, known to improve eyesight at night in even the darkest of places. We think that this might be Eyebright. on closer inspection, it does have thorns, but they're not brightly colored, so we could be mistaken on this one, actually. Do we have any thorny ones? Yeah. Does not look like it. Do you have thorns? No. Light purple flowers, the smell is alluring, and dark purple flowers. Okay. This one has a rather unpleasant scent. This one has a sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. This one, dark blue flowers, smells like sweet rhubarb, and then we've got a couple of mushrooms. So we think this might be eyebright, but we're not entirely too certain. Farmer's Worry. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. I don't think we have tagged Farmer's Worry in here. This one seems to glow, and this one smells rotten. So we don't really have, and neither of them have this rounded cap situation going on. So I don't think we have it. So that's Wandering Blue, and this one is Sunset Maltrap. So this one is Bishop's Parasol. So yeah, we don't know Farmer's Worry, and we may not have the plant. Fever Kiss. The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. The leaves are pale in color. We believe that this is Fever's Kiss. It has all the correct properties of small red berries and pale leaves. So nobody's asked for it yet. These we know. Gilded Dendra, we believe, is this one. Dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Do not drink the sap from this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. So that's why we think that is Gilded Dendra, and we're pretty sure that the head of the Sisterhood of Arduana was killed with Gilded Dendra. Gray Sandfire, which we believe is this. Sandfire has a tough outer bark, which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it, as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. Smells faintly of wood smoke, feels like rough glass paper, so that's why we think that's that. Oh yeah, the ambiance of this game is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. May is cooking? No, May is planting. is watering plants. Mr. Scrape. Yeah, this is Strange Horticulture. It is a semi-Eldritch Horror related game where you are a horticulturist and you are dealing with helping people surrounding some murders. So fun times. But we're just like refreshing ourselves on which plants we have labeled, which anything with these yellow labels, we're pretty sure this is we think this is the correct plant, and any one with these purple labels we have correctly identified this plant. So I'm just going back over this because it's been a while since I've played this. We are on Wednesday, day 6 in game. We have met some peoples. I won't go over this again if you missed it. And there's definitely a mystery going on in here. So anything with a check mark on the page, we have correctly identified, and anything that does not have a check mark, we're just going over for our own self. Not quite when plants start fighting back, but yes. Henchuk. The fruit of the henchuk can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it's ready for harvest. We believe this plant is henchuk. The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. But from the the look of the way that these things are growing underneath, this looks correct. And also, the blue-green color would be considered a turquoise. Blue-green is a turquoise color, so that is where we're at now. Jacobsworth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers in Jacobsworth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said that they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer on the fells. We believe... Do we have Jacobsworth in here? Yeah, we believe this might be Jacobsworth. The leaves seem to have a mind of their own, and they are also the same shape as the leaves in this picture, so... We're pretty sure this is Jacobsworth. Those we know, Meek Dew. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this sought-after decorative plant. Although it is difficult to care for, it may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. I don't believe we have, yeah, we might, this might be Meek Dew. Small leaves, delicate flowers, however, and the florets are of a similar shape, but we just got in a couple of new plants. Dark purple shut flowers, doesn't have that center bit, and these have the wrong flower shape, so light purple flowers, that's alluring. So I'm pretty sure we know that this is Meek Dew. We know those two. Royal Agentia, we're pretty sure is this one. It's also called Everheart. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers in the Royal Gentia are made up of two large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Royal Gentia. So that, we're pretty sure we got that deck. Storian, which we believe is this one over here. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and death. The cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian, which would be this little bit here. So we're pretty sure we have that tagged to the property. What else? Winter boar. Yeah. Also known as blue aloe, or blue winter, after its cool blue-gray flowers, winter boar is a hardy plant, often found growing in extreme cold environments. The rubbery leaves make an effective insect repellent when applied to the skin. Gray-blue flowers with an orange center. So this one we actually do know is winter boar because we were told where to find it and that it was winter boar, but like nobody's asked for it, so we haven't confirmed it with the check mark yet. And that's all the plants we know, unfortunately. So we have plants that we do not have descriptions of yet as well. All right. With all that being said, let's get this day actually started. That will catch us up on what we need to know. Eleanor Brammer. The insects make salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know I'd find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Well, thank you, Eleanor. So this is now a map puzzle, and we are going to need the insect repellent, which was winter boar. So we're going to need this plant. So let us go on an adventure, shall we? We must find where this is. Looks to be right here. Yeah, because here is the line where the biome changes. We want to be roughly here. whoa, this is a pretty light dungeon. Also, the game audio is way louder than your voice. I can fix that. Thank you for letting me know. How is the audio now, Plague Doctor Man? I am not on my usual setup, so this is my traveling setup, so the audio difference is going to be definite, but thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that a lot. The ambience is so good in this game, I don't want you guys to miss out, but at the same time, like, audio levels are crazy. Okay, so I'm going to click this square, and we're going to see if this is where X marks the spot. Yes. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I am overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. I do. I will use this plant. So we have correctly identified winter boar. And now we have a new plant here. I should say we have a plant description and also a new plant. So Drathium is a plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from the burning of its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some known Drathium as Green Eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. You are cool like that, Plague Doctor Man. You are. So we will add that to our book. We can put our map away. The blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it is hard to see. At length I come across what I came for and hurry away. Now we will collect the plant. Ooh. New plant acquired. That's not where new plants go. But this is done, so we can shove that in the archives. I actually think that this is not Eyebright after all, so I'm going to remove this and stick this back up in the plants, the unknown plants. I'm going to say that this is Eyebright. Because this has light-colored thorns. Thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of them. So, what we know about Eyebright is... take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do lasting damage, but they will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain for several days. It grows in the south in warmer climates, where they call it Loth, after a long-dead king. So I do need to update the name on it to include that, because somebody is going to ask specifically for that. Make sure I spell it properly. Okay. So that is likely much more correct for that particular plant. Put our labels away. Cool. I think I talked about my Paladin Larius, right? Yeah, you did. You absolutely did. I would like to look at this and consider. Drathium has long, sharp leaves. Not the same style of leaves. Do we have anything that has that? That has not been confirmed. No. I don't think we actually have Drathium at this time. Which is fine. Okay. It's always good to check. Next person. Bethany! Welcome back, Bethany. Thank you for your help and your discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacobsworth plant is said to help locate people. Now, we do know from the story that we've been getting in between the days that the girl that this strange horticulture main storyline revolves around did at one point join the Sisterhood and ran away from the Sisterhood to summon the creature. So this is probably Thea. Basically, he is in a relationship with one of the other player characters, and now he's in a relationship with a second PC since he's polyamorous, and they both like druids that are 2/3 of his height. I will collect all the druids. I don't blame you. Druids are awesome. All right, so we believe that this is the Jacobsworth, and if we are correct, this will work out for us, and if we are not correct, we get a Rising Dread. We are correct. Nice. Solomon's Scepter. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flower of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Well, okay, so I need to change the Jacobsworth to the other color and put it up amongst the known. We also did you, the winter boar, also needs to be changed to the known and put up amongst the known. Okay. So that's where we're at. I'm actually going to move these down so that I can start putting known plants on this shelf. I believe out of the new one that this might actually be Solomon's Scepter. The flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem, and that is the correct shape. So, yeah. This is likely to be... So that can be added over here to the we think we have the right plant section. Cool. This is how I keep things organized. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I will do that right now. Yay for water. All right. Next person for the day. Arthur. It's my wife's birthday, and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find any in years. It's sort of bulb-like, and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way, and, oh, the flower is more like a lot of little flowers. Interesting. Okay, well, here is a bulb-like thing, but not a lot of little flowers. Not that one. Henchuk doesn't have a lot of little flowers, it has fruits. Okay. Bulb-like, okay. Forest camphor? It's pungent, but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow and the leaves are waxy. This does have a lot of little flowers, and it does have bulb-like. What do we know about forest camphor? Let's find out. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful sporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. This is probably what he's asking for. Do you ever start talking in a Russian accent for no reason, or is that just me? No, Plague Doctor Man, I do that all the time. That blue one looked good. The flower is more like a lot of little flowers. Yeah, no, that I'm pretty sure that it is, but like I wanted to triple, double, quadruple check. This doesn't have flowers, even though it does have a bulb-like base. Yeah. So let's find out if we are correct. We are correct. We'd already identified this plant a while ago, so... Good, good, good. Kitty. Kitty's name is Hellebore, by the way. Ennis, Aylford. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendro. Oh boy. What is this? I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sagil Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. Okay. Well, chat, what do we think? Do we want to lean on the side of the Seeds of Redemption? Or shall we ignore this missive and face the consequences of it? Red Ebony plant. I don't think I know. I don't think we know what the Red Ebony plant is. Yeah, I only have Wren and Royal Gentia here. So, we'll have to wait on that for a little while. Both are cool, so yes. They're either a Sacred Order of Holy Knights or a cult. Technically, we have mostly cultists in this game. The Sisterhood of Arduana is very cult-like, as well as these guys. The Seeds of Redemption. Honestly, I'm pretty iffy about joining people who leave extremely uninformative letters like that, so I'd say no, but you might wish otherwise. That's fair. I figured I would ask chat, just to see what everyone's opinion is. We have until Friday, it's only Wednesday, to locate St. John's Poppy, which I believe we already know. Yeah, we already have. Like, it's up here on the shelves. We know which one it is. So we definitely could bring St. John's Poppy to the place, but they did threaten us. So, yeah. Because making insane decisions for no reason never goes wrong. No, never. How about we just move on, and we've got time. Verona! I have returned from Swineside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the Stone Circle. And the poor victim. Well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the Gilded Dendra. Well, I believe I have that plant right here. Please be careful with it. It is deadly. She gave us Maiden's Sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's fingers and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along the stem that are thought to lend it its name. Okay, well, this deadly thing we can now change and move on to a shelf. And this one I will move over here because I'm pretty sure that's what we just picked up. Maiden's Sorrow. It's got thorns, it droops. Yep. Just want to make sure I can spell, which we'll see. Okay. Good, good, good. So you may be wondering how we got into this situation. Well, it all started a little something like this. Yeah, you are, for those of you who were not with me in July, before I started, like, I did, or actually it wasn't even in July, it was probably about like a half a month ago. We did the first half of Strange Horticulture then. So this is a continuation of a game, of the game that I streamed earlier. I did leave you guys a link on my Twitter yesterday to the VOD for that stream. For you guys to peruse, but this is the continuation of it. So if you have no idea what's going on, that's fair. But you know, the whole story is going to be streamed. All right, let's see who's next. Anne Wood. My aunt died 2 weeks ago, and I inherited her house. I have been sifting through her possessions, and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still is it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? She wants Royal Gentia. Do we have one? Yes. So, whoops. Not what I wanted at all. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, one of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Royal Gentia. This is it. Let's use this plant. Awesome. Elder Phinium? The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendro's miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's Scepter. Interesting. That one we're going to have to deep dive into, but this one we can just change the color of the label and put it in the known. Alrighty. No. Solomon's Scepter. We did... I think that might be this. That smell alluring. But this one has a distinctively different setup. I don't think we have that plant, honestly. Okay. We may not have this yet. You mean you want me to go out of my own spare time to peruse your paltry stream VODs? Because I will, yes. I mean, exclamation mark YouTube, that gets you to the YouTube channel. It's under the miscellaneous streams playlist for ease of finding it. It is the only Strange Horticulture video there, and this one will join it once I'm done streaming today, so da-da-da. Alright, well that is the end of Wednesday. We're gonna pet Hellebore. I think we're avoiding the Seeds of Redemption. I think the chat, you guys have been like, nah, these guys are weird. The first 6 Disco Elysium VODs. I mean, Disco Elysium was an awesome game. Pick it up for yourself. Play through it differently than me. It was an awesome game, but I did enjoy streaming that one. That was a fun one. I'm just saying that specifically Strange Horticulture didn't get its own playlist. It's just under my miscellaneous streams playlist, where all of my miscellaneous streams have gone. So, my one-offs and whatnot. Alright, next day. More story. Another card. 5 miles south of the tallest one, but it grows in peace in the midday sun, is our next map riddle. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Alright, must open the drawer. I don't even know why it closes it, honestly. I am gonna put this in there. Oh, in there. And then we will go to the map. So our clue is 5 miles south of the tallest one, but it grows in peace in the midday sun. I'm assuming the tallest one is the tallest mountain. So we have 803 is the old man. 873 is Fairfield Peak. Seafell Pike is 978. Do we see anything taller than that? Blackcomb is not. I think that's the tallest one. Seafell Pike. I'm not seeing anything else in the 900s, so... each square is about a mile, so a mile, 5 miles south would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be this square. I have... so let's see if I am correct. Nope. I was not. Okay, then. Well, that means we must go watering our plants. Because that's how you get more will to explore, is you water your plants. I love this game so much. Oh, no, I don't want that there. Thank you. Plant game, woo! Hey, Duskblights, welcome in. Why not get will to explore by petting your kitty? Silly game. Because Hellebore purrs. That's why. Let us try this again. Okay. 5 miles south of the tallest one. We'll go through this a little more carefully. 551. 215. 873. 859. 902. 978. 899. 826. 692. 609. 573. 600. Yeah, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Did I just go too far south? We'll come back to it. Oh, hellebore. Hellebore is also like a real world plant, by the way. Kitty is named after a plant. Welcome back, Anne. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first. When I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter, I awake." Solomon's scepter? That's a plant, right? Sure is. We think it's this one. Hellebore sounds like the name of an enchanted gun in D&D. I mean, you could name an enchanted gun a Hellebore, but it is a poisonous plant in real life. Look it up. I know all kinds of weird things. We got it. That is definitely what that is. Long Veracund. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the Long Veracund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Well, that's definitely something to look into, but we need to change this and move it into the proper area to be like, yes, we know this one. In pairs. In pairs. Do we have anything Meek, the one we think might be Meekdew? Does grow in pairs. Yeah, this looks properly for Meekdew. What was the other one, though? We just got this one. This looks too busy to be it. So I don't think we actually have that plant. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Ah, David Shaver, the mailman. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swineside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half its flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield Way. Thanks, David. What letter shall we have? Kenthmere I. Kenthmere I. Kenthmere I. Here's Swineside, here's Foxfield. There's Kentmere. Aha! Kentmere's Eye. Which is either this one or this one. I biffed it. I biffed it. Apparently I am not very good at this anymore. Oh dear. Alright. Well, we could water more plants, I suppose. We got 2 map puzzles to do. So, since we're getting behind on the map puzzles, we may as well water the plants. Okay, we have sufficiently watered the plants. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. biffed it again. Maybe it's here? I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm failing today, guys. There's gonna be a lot of plant watering today. Okay. We are once again able to explore. Yeah, no, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out this stupid puzzle. Am I dumb? Maybe. Rose in peace in the midday sun. This is 1 mile. Every square is a mile. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Like... I don't know. Didn't know. We'll try the eye puzzle again. But how are you guys doing? Tell me how your day is going. Okay. Ventmere is in this square. Ah, here we go. From Kentmere, I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendall. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. New plant. Ooh. Ah. Thin leaves and small purple-red berries. No. Definitely not that. Nope, not that. These are purple-red berries. Versus... Ah, but it's thin leaves, not pale leaves with the rounded. Okay. No, not that. Not that. Does it look like this? No. Does not look like that. No. Okay. We may not have the description for that plant. At all. At all. Let's see here. Verona. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swineside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations, and it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some Maiden Sorrow would help a lot. Maiden Sorrow, we're pretty sure we know which one that is. Got it in one. Red Ebony, which is what we need for our device. The plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. So we're looking for a blue flowered plant. Alright, well, we need to change this, since we now have confirmed that this is Maiden Sorrow and not what we originally thought it was. We are looking for Red Ebony. With blue flowers. These are dark purple flowers. Large flower is in fact blue. Dark blue flowers, smells like sweet rhubarb. Rather unpleasant scent. Nope. Okay, we may not have this plant yet. Good to know, good to know. But we do need it for this. This can go in the archives. Time for the next person. Ruben, you're back. Our poor investigator. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Combe. Verona noticed something at the Swineside site that had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around here that you'd get slate from. That, and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Black Combe. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend the night out in the hills, I'd want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. I'm glad we figured out that the one we had tagged as eyebright is not the one that we had originally tagged as eyebright, was actually different. So we figured that one out, and now we have both of those two confirmed. Wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who considered wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Okay, so this one needs a new tag, because we have confirmed what it is. It can go up there. Wild coal is now in our book. Thin leaves and small purple-red berries. The purple berries are recommended. This might be wild coal. We don't really have any other buried plants. So we're pretty sure that this is Fever's Kiss. So that's probably what this is. Cool. I'm gonna try the clue again. 5. Nothing here. Okay. I'm missing something. I do not know what this means. Oh yes, you need it to spice things up. Maybe eating it will let you see things beyond mortal ken, or just invisible ink. No, I need it to fill this device. It's empty. I can't use it as anything but a magnifying glass for the time being. Forest Vare. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Okay. Here you go. Got it. And he gave us the understanding of Embersoul, which we will get into in a moment. That one is now known entity. Just gonna shove it right in there. Let's go see what we have to know about Embersoul. Embersoul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves. They're razor sharp. Okay. Dark flute. Anything about sharp? Nope. What about you? No. Do we have anything in here that says sharp? Thin leaves, not sharp leaves. Nope. No. Yeah, I don't think we have any sharp-leaved Embersoul, so we may not have that plant. All right. This is our last chance to decide to go to Sagil Church and drop off the St. John's Poppy. Are we going to become are we going to are we going to let the Seeds of Redemption know they can count on us, or are we going to ignore them? This is the last moment that we can definitively say yes or no on this. What does chat think? Please let me know. It has a threat, and they don't know what they want you for, and they don't say what they want you for. They could just come and consult with us in the way of any other customer, so they obviously want more, but won't say. That's suspicious. They are very sus. They also are praising the Dendru, which we have learned prior to this is likely the creature that is killing people. It's a bad thing. Why are they praising it? It's very sus, you guys. It's very sus. I say nay. They are a foul cult who wish to use your knowledge for vile acts of gardening. They'll probably punish us in horrible ways if we turn them down. Ah. Yeah, that's the conundrum. Alright, well I guess we are ignoring them, so... Onward to the end of today. One last chance. One last try. One last attempt at this. 5 miles south of the tallest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It grows in peace in the midday sun. One, two, three, four, five. Nope. Still can't figure this one out. Okay. We will go onward. We must seek the assistance of Mr. Holmes of Baker Street in London. May the postal service be swift in their delivery, for I have not seen a telegram office in the area. No kidding. I don't think we're anywhere near London, though. Lowick to Eaglehead, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Interesting. It is now Friday. Lowick to Eaglehead, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Alright. Here's the Crinkle Crags. Here's Foxfield. Here's Lowick. Here's Eaglehead. Somewhere in between those two places is where they cross. It's what we are looking for. Here? Is it this stand of trees? Try it. Nope. Biffed it again. Another day. Another clue not done correctly. Oh dear, oh dear. Well. Hence using the postal services, they allow for communication with others who reside a great distance away. It is the mounting up and to the right, the old man. It has two peaks. You have a good point there. Well, this is the Crinkle Crags here. It is between this and Foxfield. Between Eaglehead and Lowick. It's where the line between those four places cross over. I thought it might be this square, but it is clearly not this square. It could be this square, could be this one, could be this one. We're in somewhere in this general area. I just didn't pick the right square. But it is not the old man. Could be this square. Actually. We're in this vicinity anyway. That's what I know. First customer. Oh, we upset Hellbore. Ennis! Ignoring our offer was a mistake, horticulturist. The Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us, and when it arrives, you will not be spared. Ennis Aylford. Well, ooh, we have met almost all of them. A man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosforth, but it is rumored that he spent some time living in Rydal Cave. It is not clear what happened in the intervening years, but by the time he came to Undermere, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Woken Dendru, and then our conversations with him. Forest Vare is one of the Dreher group, a group that builds a tolerance to the harmful effects of Adranthium from childhood so that they can harness the plant's potent mind-enhancing abilities. It comes at a price. They will die if they stop taking it. Look at how green his eyes are, by the way. Rumors that an ancient evil has arisen were too much for Forrest to resist. Dreher means hunter in the old tongue. He has traveled a long way to kill it. He's the one who asked for Grey Sandfire, so there's one person left that we have yet to meet. Well, guess we're not going to be spared. Could it be I-13? That looks in between. Not sure at what point between we need, though. We just need where the two lines intersect. And since we don't really have a way of drawing two lines on this map, it's a kind of a guesstimation. So we do have some will to explore. You want me to try I-13? So here's I-13. Could be right here. We'll try this. Oh, that was it. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study. 1 for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. 2 for joy. New plant, who dis, who dis? Purple flowers with a gentle scent. This flower, the flowers have delicate scent, purple turning to pink at the ends. This looks familiar. I'm... Not this. Not that. Maybe... Not that. Nope, not that. What is it? This, the long Veracund. Sometimes called witch's remedy, the long Veracund is believed to live curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. That's what I was looking at. I think this is this. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna put that on there. Cool. Is possible. You guys need to go over here. And we also got this one, which does, it has purple flowers, not blue. So, there we are. Okay. Yes, plausible, and with that description, potentially very useful. So we still are at a loss on this one. Nashi, welcome in. Thank you for being with me for 3 months. I appreciate you, Nashi. We are continuing on with Strange Horticulture, which I did half the game a while ago. So if you were confused and lost, don't feel bad. You are halfway through the game. All right, next. Ah, Jade Mask again. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it and it sees me, all of me. Elderfinium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. We have not figured out what the Elderfinium is. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. Light purple flowers, the smell is alluring. A rather unpleasant scent. Probably not that one. This has a gentle scent. This has an alluring scent. It doesn't say what color the flowers are. This is the wrong petal shape. Okay, not that. Wrong petal shape. Wrong petal shape. Wrong petal shape. This doesn't have flowers. I actually think that this, whatever we're supposed to get here, is the Elderfinium, but because we haven't found it yet. Yeah, I think I need to go find it. I need to figure out what this clue is. Okay. 5 miles south of the tallest one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. The only thing that we know the tallness of are the mountains. This is 978. This one's 902. 5 miles south of the tallest one. Seafell Pike seems to be the tallest one, unless somebody can find a taller one. Tallest one, second tallest mountain. Oh, 5 miles south of the tallest but one. So I have been on the wrong mountain this whole time. That is what the problem has been. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it H14 or I14? What do we think here? I'm gonna try I. That was what it was. Well, that was me being a dum-dum. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanted like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Hello. That is not Elderfinium, but it is Red Ebony. A large blue flower with an odd protrusion. That's the Red Ebony that I needed. Okay. Alrighty then. Let me see here. If I do this and this, yes. We are online now. This is definitely Red Ebony. We have assured ourselves of that, so that helped. I'm gonna put that there. This will now show us interesting properties on our plants. Not seeing anything at the moment, but that means little right now. It also might show us interesting properties on the map. Hello? Oops. No. I just wanted to do this. It's just... Tomb of the Hunter. Okay. Amphidium grows here. That's what we needed. We need to go there. This is what we need. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. So now we can grab this plant and help. Elderfinium. Lakeshire. Cool. We'll check out the Lakeshire in a moment. We will change your label color so that we know definitively what you are. We're gonna throw that up there. There's space for it. And Lakeshire. Let's go check out what they say about it. Lakeshire is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, this is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. I don't think we have. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, just smells rotten. I don't think we have that plant. I think that is not a plant we have. So, good to know what we're looking for, though. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna put the book away. Let's see what else is on our map. So we got that. Tomb of the Hunter. Good to know where that is. The Great Oak. Okay. That's really it. We could go to those locations. Yeah, no, I just wanted to get that done so that she could go. We could go to the Tomb of the Hunter. 2 over from Jack's Rake. We could go to the Great Oak. Okay. Cool. Awesome. The memorial bears the name Swaff Prior. It stirs a memory. He was one of the Dreher. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to Drathium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. Alright. Probably Drathinium. Purple flowers, long thin leaves that bear surprisingly sharp edges. The plant is known, long sharp leaves elevate awareness, so I'm pretty sure this is the Drathinium, so that's good to label. Dranthinium. That way, when Forrest comes back, we will have it for him. So that was very good, very good. We also can go to the old oak tree. Worth visiting those when you have a moment. The sooner the better, since they may have more plants that you need. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm doing. We're still waiting on the will to explore, so we'll do one more person today. Grace Enright. My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long Meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it, just in case it's any help. She loved this shop. Golden light. Start at Long Meg. S3E2. Okay. It is another place to go. We can archive that. We can archive this. Stick that in there. We do have some will. I'm actually going to ignore this a moment. I would rather do the great oak tree, which seems to be this. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could have ever imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. No plants there. All right, we've done all the things marked on the map with our little thing here. Just checking out the new stuff. Anything weird about anybody? No. Okay. We're good there. So the next time we have some will to explore, we can go tracking down this. Welcome back, Anne. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it, and it's drawing the life from me. The Long Verkund, I believe, is this one. I happen to know where Long Meg is, but for different reasons. This map is based on an area of South England. You'll probably find it naturally, but I've seen it on the map already. Good to know, Trav. Good to know. I believe the developer is a UK company, but I could be mistaken. They are called Bad Viking, after all. That was it. I can feel it working. Thank you. Well, we saved her life. Go us. We are good people. Caldery. The uses of Caldery are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Arduana place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Thin stem, small leaves, eh? Where? There it is. Thin stem, small leaves. No, not the right flower shape. None of these really are. So, I don't think we have it. Okay. Let's get back on this. So, Golden Light, start at Long Meg. South 3, East 2. Long Meg. Long Meg. just a matter of like finding the names. It's not labeled on the map. You need another piece of information to recognize it, just saving you some hassle. That's fair. I know. This is the stone circle. There's the daughters. Alright. Well, that's not getting us anywhere, so... You'd need the place's full name. So I'm assuming it is a nickname for somewhere. Let me see if I can't sort it out. And it has to be on the upper part of the map because you have at least mid to upper because we have to go south 3. It's possible that I already know this reference. Let me check the notes. Let's see here. Nope. 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 Sometimes you learn pieces of information when the conversations you have with people, so I'm just looking for a reference that may have been said. So I'm skimming hard. Nope. Okay. Not you. Definitely not you. Definitely not you. Probably not you. No. Okay. So it's not in the conversations, but we do have the archive to go through. Nope. Nope. Done this. No. Nope. 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 No. Not this. And... Okay. So it's not in here. It's not in the archives. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We're just gonna move on with our day, I guess. Amos, how you doing? It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long I started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Well, well, well. Now we have the rest of the symbols. This is another puzzle, the order of which is about the tears. And how they line up. Well, well, well. Let's see here. Da 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 da. We can archive all of that. We get a coin. Gosforth, 1813. We get a card. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology, Blackhall Road, Kendall. And we get some letters and some descriptions. Devil's Night Trap. This plant is known colloquially as corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Trimble Huff. The trimble huff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A small cross-section of the small cup-like flowers, they generally point downward to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. So yes, that unlocks a drawer. A Briar's disc is often called a smuggler's disc. It is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is indecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size, with the same symbols etched around the edge, and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map, nearby, and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. We already know how to use this. However, Gosforth and an oak. Is there a tree symbol on this? There is not. Okay. They are not related. Good to know. Good to know. We could go to Blackhall Road in Kendall, though. Let's go to Kendall. Where is Kendall? Here we go. Go. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. This might be the plant. It is definitely the plant. All right. New plant, Hudis. Cool. These all need to go over here. And this needs to be recolored so that I know that we have figured it out. Good, good, good. Okay. New plant, Hudis. So, got some new things here. An overpowering, sickly sweet scent. It has a distinctive smell that reminds me of old books, musty. Purple flowers, long leaves. All right. Good to know. New things. And this is done. So we archive it. Okay. Next. Oh. Simone! I have no idea what any of this means, but it seems like something you might find interesting. Found it while clearing out the nook off the east wing. Baylock's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. These are the 3 plants in question. Oh boy. Now we're into potions? Yikes. Let's see here. We've gotten new things. Let's check some of these. Ember Soul produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for leaves, they're razor sharp. No, that doesn't look like... We don't see any razor sharpness here. Okay. What else have we gotten recently? We think, the Devil's Nightcap. Let's see here. It has a light, pleasant scent not dissimilar to pine needles. We haven't found anything that smells like pine needles, just old, musty old books. So that's not something that we have. Let's see here. Larkshine? Kidney flower, kidney-shaped seeds. We don't really have anything like that. Okay. What about Trimblebluff? Or Trimblehuff. Bell-shaped, small cup flowers that generally point down. We don't really have that either. Okay. Just figured I would go over some of the things that I've seen recently. Next day. Oh, it's a memory imprinter. Make sure that you only put in things that you want to store. Nasty stuff. Avoid going online. Yeah. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. INESSWSS. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. And here we are at the half moon. All right. In Tibet, north, east, north, east, south, south, west, south, south. Noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. I find myself on a patch of moorland, surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather, and there, another. Alright, more plants, who dis, who dis. New things. Okay. Flowers are deep blue, quite beautiful, really. It has a pleasant, fresh aroma. Okay, that is what we know. And they say knowing is half the battle. Okay. Another day. None of these necessarily spark things, so I'm just going to go on with the day. Simone. Long Meg? Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some Fever's Kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library are taking their toll. I believe we know what Fever's Kiss is. We believe that this is it. And I was right. Thank you, Trav. Fever's Kiss. We learned about Mountain Astery. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Okay. Well, first of all, not that one. This one. We can switch this over into the known category. I'm going to just stick it up here. There's a little bit of space. And we just got... Mountain Astery. Large, cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Large, cup-like flowers. Stale, damp smell. Not sure that's it. We will hold off on marking for the moment. We don't have all the information for Long Meg yet, but we do have a friend working on it. So let's see who else is going to come in. Oops, that's... Oh, we've met all the people. Amos Duncan is the last one, the collector. Amos is well acquainted with strange horticulture and enjoys drawing the plants within. He spends most of his time outdoors, where he occasionally comes across unusual-looking plants in untrodden places. He collects sketches in his field book, but not the plants themselves, preferring to leave that to others with more expert knowledge. Yeah, he's been sending us letters since the beginning of the game, so we have finally seen him in person for once. Ah, David, the mailman. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Beckfoot Candle. Okay, well, we have more mapping to do. Beckfoot. Where have we seen that place? G9, thank you. Ah, yep, there it is. And we want the candle. Here. The candle leads me east of Wastwater. To the north of the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me. Perhaps another time. Collect. New plant. Ah. We definitely are pretty sure we know this one. So I'm going to stick this over here and label it. This can go back here. I think this is this one, yeah. Come on. Lakeshine, or Larkshine. It's very distinctive. Do they call it anything else? Sometimes called kidney flower. Now, why do I put alternative names in here? Because we've run into the part where sometimes they ask for it by its alternative name. So, G10. The G9 got me in the area. That's what I needed. All right. It's forest. I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name. Except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. I need more. Thank goodness you came to me. I have picked some up. Hello? Where is my Dranthium? Do I have a yellow tag somewhere it shouldn't be? Or did I... No. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind, it's fine. Yeah, his eyes are very green. And as we know, Dranthium is sometimes known as green eye, a name derived from the telltale signs of overdose where even the whites of the eyes have taken on a green tint. But we know that he has a minor immunity to the downsides of this. It's just he's always going to have green eyes. So, Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the Palliance is in a class of its own. It is sometimes called sweet breath, thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Nice. Alright, we can definitely put this in there and stick it on a shelf. So we now know what it is. Let's see here. Palliance. Has a pleasant, fresh aroma. I'm going to think that this is Palliance. Well, are the leaf shapes the same? That's the question. They look fairly similar. Fresh aroma. We'll mark it. That's why I put question marks on the yellow ones. Just in case we're wrong. We've been wrong before. We will be wrong again sometime. Boop. There we go. Yeah, I skimmed it and didn't notice. That happens on occasion. Alright, next customer. Ruben, how you doing, man? You look like hell. I crept around Black Combe 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Upon the fell I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise, like an axe-maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask, watching me, and beside her, something dark and human and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. You'd have been out drinking too if you'd seen what I did. We believe this is the wild coal, so let's see if we're right. We were. And we get Norwood. Let's tag this. Our poor investigator is having a hard time. And Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by a sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Look at that. We got weirdness. So I'm thinking that's Norwood. Yes. Okay. Look at that. Boop. Not bad for a day's work. Not bad indeed. Next. Emily. Costigan. Well, this looks like the right place. I don't want to have to traipse all over the way over to Red Pike, so hopefully you've got what I'm after. It's a non-flowering plant with smallish leaves, and it seems to grow mostly on Red Pike. At least, that's the only place I've found it. A non-flowering plant with smallish leaves. Flowers, that's shrooms. Okay. Common Trouse. What do we know about the common Trouse? Yep, Red Pike. Nobody knows why. I thought so. Yes, I've been to Red Pike. This is where we got the common Trouse. That's what she was looking for. Even calls out the place. Yeah, that's why I double-checked. Always double-check the book. The book is your friend. Nice. We didn't get anything for it other than to help a person. Oh, this can be archived. We finished that one. Oh, we scared her. Verona, you're back. Poor Reuben. He looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at that stone circle. It all adds up. Someone called to something across the void and it tried to bring it here, and with the state of that body, all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra. That really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest again. The Sisterhood will know more. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread. But the most common name for it is in the Shires is the Servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, but there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black Digitatus mortis grows was caused when the servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Well, light reading indeed. Time to go on an adventure. We want to go to the northeast of Tibet. So here is Tibet. We want to go northeast of Tibet, where the Digitatus mortis grows. The wide area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching out from the grave. New plant, Hoodis. And that is the end of the day. We do have Farmer's Worry. Oh, what does this say? It looks eerily like a ghostly hand. Okay, well, Farmer's Worry is not this. Is there another... no. The Sunset Mount Trap, we know. I don't think that we have any outside of Farmer's Worry is the only one I can think of that... Oh, wait, Devil's Nightcap? Nope, that's not a mushroom. Yeah. I think that is... that. No, wrong shape. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we know what this is. But we have another day to go down. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. Sunday. A blank card. Interesting. But what if it is not blank? A secret uncovered is a secret no more. 2 miles north of Foxfield. Okay. Let us go. Foxfield is here, 2 miles north. Three ravens circle above, their caws and croaks cleaving the silence. An omen. I take what I come for and leave. New plant, Hoodis. It is quite easy to cut oneself on the jagged leaves, as I have just found out. Ooh. No, thin stem, small leaves. Not this. Okay. Ember Soul? It's thought to produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. This looks plausible. I'm gonna call this Ember Soul. Okay. I'm also going to change up a couple of things, because this is getting unwieldy. This is where we have the space. So I'm gonna have to move these over to the space where the shelves are so that I can keep track of what I need to keep track of and more easily put the stuff up on the shelves. Boop. I know, riveting gameplay, me just moving all my plants around. Pumpkins. Go over here. We've got quite the jolly crew. The watering can can also similarly go over there. We can water the pumpkins? Neat. All right, and then I'm gonna move new plants over here so that they are much more easy to deal with. Here we go. Beautiful. Cool. Well, that worked out. I guess we still don't really know Balok's elixir, which 3 plants that will be. We still don't know about where Long Meg starts to do any of that. We do have a kitty and mail, apparently. Hello, David. One from your librarian friend today. Speaking of Long Meg, in reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want. A sort of test. They've never allowed me in to look through their stacks. Simone. Alright, so we need to go to Calder Abbey and deal with fussy monks. Calder Abbey is up here. A small window opens within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims, "Only a friend may enter." Okay, this calls back to a plant we already know the name of, and we just have to go figure out what it is. So, Brimlock is hypothermia. For cold places, Butterdale. Cure-all for skin rashes. Cabalia is for wreaths for the dead. Candlewood. Mind shielding. Cavilium is a lock opener, or it is also known as Lovelock. Common Trouse is for eye strain. The Copper Caldonia is not, I don't believe I'm looking for a mushroom, but this is a fake rejuvenation effect. Dranthium is for mind-altering abilities. Elderfinium is an antidote to Dendra's miasma. Eyebright is for seeing things at night. Fever's Kiss is for an energy boost. Forest Camphor is a sporific sleepy thing. Fox Button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Fox Button is what we're looking for. We do know it. Let's see here. There it is. Sheep Snap. The sheepsnap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheepsnap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. The hatch snaps shut and the oak doors swing inward slowly, without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying, before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. I very much doubt we shove the whole plant pot. I'm pretty sure that we just, show it to them. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far, and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. Well, we know where Long Meg is now. This is done. We're almost to the point where we can go on an adventure. Alrighty then. Adventure! So the Daughter's Stone Circle is what we want. Golden Light can be found. We start at Long Meg. We go south 1, 2, 3. And we go east 2, 1, 2. Ah, a friend, welcome in. Does anyone find this weird? Look, there was once a door in a very famous piece of fantasy work that says, say friend, and this door shall open. All you had to do was say the word friend in Elvish to open the door. It's not that weird. We are a strange horticulturist, after all. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual looking flower. Alright. New flower, who dis? Ooh. Okay, what are you? Red flowers, soft leaves. Interesting. Very pretty. So this is done and this is done. We have done it. Red flowers, soft leaves. Nothing stands out to me in the descriptions of things that we've gotten, so we will go on with our day. Verona. Yeah, but that was a magic password for elves to visit a dwarven place. Pretty bog standard stuff. This is carrying an entire garden in your bag and shoving plant pots at strangers and problems. Slightly less convenient. That's fair. The Sisterhood are trying my patience again, if the old Arda was around. But she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If there ever was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat this servant, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda, and I think I'll take some mountain astery with me. I don't think we have... I believe we know what the mountain astery is, but maybe we don't, actually. Okay, so she's assuming we have Mount Astery, and we must go find it. It is likely to be in this section, not the mushrooms. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. I have posited that it might be this, because it has a distinctive smell that reminds me of old books. Musty. Musty is a damp smell. But I'm not entirely certain. So we're gonna go through the rest. Rather unpleasant scent. Red flowers, soft leaves. Blue flowers are quite deep blue, quite beautiful, really. It's a scent like strawberry dipped in honey. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. Dark purple flowers. An overpowering, sickly sweet scent. This doesn't really line up with the picture. Dark blue flowers smells like sweet rhubarb. Okay. That's what we know. Yeah, it looks good. Check the stem cross-section, which is no use at all to ID, but the smell and shape are good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this would be the stem, and the stem is thick enough to have kind of this breakdown. Musty scents are damp scents. They're having a musty smell in your basement is usually indicative of having water in your basement, just enough for it to be damp, not and likely undermining your concrete, not enough to like be standing water. So that's why I'm like, this is the only thing that makes even remote sense that this could be Mountain Astery. So let's find out, shall we? We did it. That was the correct plant. I thought so. Weeping Bell, a plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft, frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Okay, so first of all, we can change this over and put it on a shelf. Second of all, we know that this... what did we just get? That this is the Everbright as the leaves. So Everbright is the off. It is actually called not Sheep Snap. Where is it? Weeping Bell. Boop. Okay. Good, good, good. Put this way. Put this where I usually like it. Move this over to this collection. We know that that is the Everbright because that is how it was labeled when we went to go look for it, and I just never labeled it afterwards. Weeping Bell. Isn't that a Pokemon? Yes, it is also the name of a Pokemon. Next person. Thomas. Thomas Green. I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful unwrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them. My lab equipment is finally here. I will now be able to brew elixirs using the ingredients from my plants. So. Get over there. Now, I can go over here and brew elixirs. Patterson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and Their Antidotes. Spring wax cap, sometimes fatal, can usually be cured by taking hop heart boiled in vinegar. Sunset mount cap, generally not fatal in small doses, use crushed leaves from sour bandy to cure. Bishop's parasol, often fatal, can be remedied by using sap from lemon dandy. Copper Caledonian, often fatal, no known cure. Farmer's worry, often fatal, an antidote can be made using royal gentian. Good to know. These two might be related, they may not, but now we have the ability to create the Balox elixir. I wish I could, like, drag it in there, but we have to find these 3 plants. This is gonna be a dig. Next person. Bethany, you're back. The new Ardo wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the Dendru has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduana. We actually do know where this is. Probably. We must place an offering. We know something about the offering. I have to go find the plant now. Dranthium, no. Ember Soul. No. Yeah. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. But I don't think this is the one. So Ember Soul, we think we know as well. We believe that this is the Ember Soul. So we'll think about that. No. I think Forest Camphor, Fox Button was what we looked for before. Gandhi Root. Digestive problems. That's poison. This is for dental hygiene. Harlequin Blue. It's just to scare people with Henchuk. Has effects on memory. Bad effects. Hop Heart. Pain relief. Jacobsworth. To find people. Lady of Summer is ornamental. Larkshine. Defense mechanism. Lemon Dandy. Heart afflictions. Witch's remedy to lift curses. Maiden's sorrow. Mind focusing. Mary's breath. Bound to secrecy. Minkdew is decorative. Mellow Glow is for sneaking. Mountain Astery, no. Norwood. This is Sharp Focus. Palliance is air freshening. Fennet reduces anxiety and gas. Red Ebony is what we did for this. The Wren can find poisons. Royal Gentia is for Swift Snare bindings. Sheep Snap is for good fortune. Shimmer Lung is for brightness. It's for a bright light. Solomon's Scepter is for satanic practices. St. John's Poppy is for hearing. Storian is poison. Sunset Mount Trap. No. Timblehuff is for weddings. Wandering Blue is tends to wander. Don't know what it's for. Weeping Bell is for luck. Alright, it's believed to lead you to gold, really. Wild Coal is for hangovers. Winter Boar is for insect repellent. Witch Fig is for symptoms of infection and other things like that. Worry Less is aptly named. It eases anxiety. What? Okay. So I guess Worry Less is the last one? Yeah. So we really are kind of Ember Soul. Okay. I just wanted to double check. We do think we know what the Ember Soul is, so we need to go here. So here is Rusland. Here is this mountain and that mountain. She wants us to go basically here. Yeah. Okay. We can use Ember Soul or Caldari. Okay. So here is the Ember Soul for Sanctuary. Caldari, on the other hand, dark magic. But those who worship the Huntress Arduana place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. Okay. So, it seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest, for now, at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here as much a part of the forest as gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering to the goddess Arduana. So, do we place an offering for a successful hunt, or do we place an offering for sanctuary? That is the question. So we have a choice here. Do we know what Caldari is? No. We might have it. We do have the Ember Soul. This looks like the picture. Actually. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Yeah. So this, I believe, is Caldari. Was pretty sure we had both. Or Caldari. Yeah. So we have to decide, essentially, if we want sanctuary or a good hunt. Are we hunting the monster, or do we need protection from it? What do you think, chat? Please let me know. We can do either, really. What's the thing again? I wasn't here. Okay, so we must place an offering to the goddess Arduana for the sisterhood of the Arduana. We have the option between Ember Soul, which is a plea for sanctuary, or Caldari, which is a plea for a successful hunt against the big bad monster thing that has been summoned. So do we want protection from the big bad thing, or do we want to hunt a successful hunt in hunting it down? We have the choice on what kind of offering we give. Bethany just said that we must place an offering at the altar. The forest is in danger. Things are bad. If the Dendru has awoken, it will come for them. We want to hunt it down. Only that way we can know where it is and therefore avoid it. Okay. So you're suggesting the Caldari, which will ensure a successful hunt, versus the Ember Soul, which is a plea for sanctuary. Anybody else want to weigh in? Probably worth bonus points from her. I mean, yeah. All right, well, I guess we're doing Caldari. We got Evelyn. The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but it is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Evelyn has many short, pretty leaves. Cool. So we definitely know what this is. Short, pretty leaves. I mean, this is the section of the unknowns. I'm not seeing anything. This is the section of maybe knowns. This might not be Mikidu. Small leaves, delicate flowers. But that's not the same thing as here. The closest we have, I think we've already identified, which would be... where is it? I've probably looked at it like 3 times already. No, it's not that. I thought I had something that had like this shape in the leaves and... oh, I may have traded it away. Okay, I don't think we have the emblem then. Next. Natalie Cooper. I'm being harassed by loonies shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or another nonsense, and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some larkshine to drive them away if they come round again. Okay. Oh, yes. We know what that is. Definitely, definitely. Have at, my lady. The Isle of Neptune. Also called Truthsayer, this plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. The sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. Good to know. Well, we were correct about this. So the larkshine can go up on the now known pile. Alright. Cool. That is all for today. This one's done. These are related, but not there. So we'll hope for a good hunt and continue on. Howsomever, I think this is where I may leave this. We will continue the story on Monday. I will hope that we can finish the game then. I know that we are starting to get close, but this is it gets harder to figure out what all the plants are. So thank you guys for joining me today for yet another stream. I play usually Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern US time. If that's not your time zone, feel free to follow and put notifications on here so that you can know when I go live. Alternatively, Twitter will tell you the same information. However, Twitter will also tell you when I'm not going to be live because of shenanigans, such as when I am traveling on Tuesday. So please feel free to go do the same over there. I don't post a lot. You can get to know me as a person, but you will always know whether I'm going to be late or whether I'm traveling on a day I would usually stream. That's where you can go. If you would like to get caught up on the story of Strange Horticulture, please, 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 please head over to YouTube and check out my playlist there. It'll be under the miscellaneous streams playlist specifically, but all of the VODs will be there all for you. So in this house, we do raid our friends because we're a streamer. And we like to raid our friends. Here is my raid message. You are welcome to copy paste it into your whoever we raid. So let's find out who we are raiding today, shall we? Let us go hang out with the Great Kraken. He's playing Dead by Daylight again, and he is a great streamer. He is from Northern Ireland. He oftentimes has his cats on screen. He follows, or you can call him Kraken, or you can call him Paul, which is his name, and we will head over to see him. So, if you have enjoyed my stream, I look forward to seeing you guys again on Monday for some more Strange Horticulture. But until then, we're just going to sit here and raid out. So, thank you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Please feel free to watch other streamers. I'm always happy to support my fellow streaming community, and feel free to enjoy all of my content over on YouTube. It's there, it's free, it's primarily for you guys. I don't make a cent off YouTube. I just put the VODs up in case you've missed something. We will be back to Darkest Dungeon on Wednesday of next week. But until then, it's Strange Horticulture and chilling this weekend while I'm on vacation, hanging out with friends. So, you guys take care. And we will raid here in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.